Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. I wanted to initiate on a new buy rating, and it's it's a natural gas stock that I have technically, according to the updates here on YouTube, we lost money on. However, for those of you that were listening during that time, I was saying sell, 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 sell as it went vertical. Um, so even though this will show a loss, I've actually made money on it. I think anybody else that traded it might have. Regardless, it was a loser, but the pattern to me is still intact, and I want to share it with you. So let's get into it. So first of all, the upside here is really big if it is able to reestablish this pattern, which is a 2.5 year symmetrical triangle with the resistance line and the support line. You get a 2.5 year pattern, it's more legitimate than, say, a 6 month pattern. So, usually more stability. However, natural gas is one of the most volatile things to trade. Probably natural gas, silver, and a long time ago, crypto, even though it's not as volatile now. Um, so you got to be careful here. And we're trying to hit doubles. We're not, initially, at least. It's similar to cannabis or NP resources. This is at the beginning of of a possible big move. So when this breakout happened, I'm watching it. It comes back down, retests the breakout, which is happens often, and initiated with a buy on March 14th at 37.57. The thing went vertical, went from 37 to 44, maybe not vertical, but over 20% in probably 3 months. And during that time, I was saying, you want to sell some, you want to sell some. And then prices came back and they broke our prior low, higher low. And so I went sold at July 21st at 32.51. Prices went a little bit lower. Last week, they formed a small bullish hammer here, doji bullish hammer. Prices opened the week at the top, traded down intra week, and then closed the week right back at the high. It shows that somebody's buying. There's some support there. You got to remember, there's a lot of people shorting this. So hedge funds are shorting this in a big way. And while that might scare you, it also presents opportunity because if it goes against them and they have to cover, you can see natural gas up 10% in a day. So today I want to do this over the weekend, didn't get to it. Today it was up almost 1%. No big deal. So, the pattern is still intact. It's close to the apex, slight break. And another negative is a bearish point and figure chart now, which, I really don't like going against. But I see a bearish rainbow convergence. So here's all the moving averages coming together. So we should either get a pause here or we'll get a retracement back to that bearish rainbow convergence. And I don't know. I normally see retracements back towards the convergence. So the plan here on Antero Resources, symbol AR, I don't even know if I said that. I'm sorry. It's late. Is if prices do start retracing back here, I'm going to buy. I'm going to put a stop at 28. I really was thinking 29. I don't want to give this much rope, but I'm going to give it a little bit of rope. And if we see a retracement back to this at 34.35, and let's say it hits that intra-week and backs off, I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell, take my gain, and get out. Because if it can't break through this, it promises a lower low. So um, prices come up here and I sell right near the rainbow convergence and it doesn't break out. And then let's say the next week it does break out. I'll buy it back because once it breaks through this resistance, that's a very bullish development. And if that happens, this price projection, a lot of ifs here, but the possibility of big upside is there. You measure the base of this triangle and you project upward from the breakout point, and you get a $63 price projection, and we're at 31. So, but my really initial goal is, let's say, 34. If I can get 10% on a couple of on a big up week, I would gladly take that and wait and see what happens. So that's Antero Resources. I included the NatGas um, price action, and you can see there's times when nat gas or the stocks will trade a little bit different. So just because nat gas is in a downtrend doesn't mean that this can't still go up for a week or two. But there's some really strong. Let's take a look first before we address natural gas, the commodity. Oh, this is the commodity. There's some bullish things happening with potential bullish things happening with natural gas that could provide us with a third wave. And, we want to get involved in third waves, similar to what we saw in some of the big winners recently. And so when I look at nat gas back in August of last year, I see I'm going to the Elliott wave theory, one of the things in my toolbox, and I'm showing a 5-wave advance, which shows me that the trend is up. 1, 2, 3, big third wave, 4, 5. And now on the downside, we got an A, B, C correction. So that's telling me that it's corrective on the downside. So I think the potentials here for establishing, are we done with the C wave? Could we drift a little lower? I don't know that. We do have a positive divergence brewing on the relative strength index. As we hit these lower lows, we have slightly higher lows on our RSI. And this part, we have we don't have lower lows confirming these lows. Now, that could happen with a gigantic down day tomorrow, but right now we don't have that. And so it's possible we're setting up for a third wave advance, and I want to get in front of that. Seasonality is also in natural gas's corner. So here we are in the middle of August. It says, natural gas over the next 3, 4 months should go, this is the best time to own it. Kind of interesting because you would think January, February, March, when cold weather is here, but places have already purchased all their natural gas by then. So they're stockpiling things now. At least that would be my intuitive uh, take on that. So seasonality is also saying natural gas should begin to rise. So that's the buy recommendation. Thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends and neighbors. If there's something else, a different format, you have a question, you have a comment, please feel free to add those. Nothing's too simple or too complex. Thanks. Have a great day.